we get to this mill, we're going to turn off and go towards the centre where I'm having a break. Not sure what this was here. I'm going to show you exactly a lot of old factories and buildings around here. I like this part of the country, Derbyshire. And we've got this monstrosity over there, but that's fine. But yeah, we will show you some old iconic buildings in Ilkeston that used to be cinemas, including the old Ritz, as we go down there as well. So follow me. It says something just there, Armstrong's Mill. So it wasn't a factory, my bad guys, it was a mill. Obviously it was a mill because it was near the Erewash Canal. But we want to go and have a look at the old structure. This is a nice pub on this corner here as well. Look at the orange brick that I was talking to you about. This is called the Dewdrop Inn. Oh, a little abandoned house there on the left. That's a shame. There's Ilkeston Junction Cafe, so I'm sure this was a part of the old junction around here, or else it wouldn't be called like that. And here we have the amazing Armstrong Mill. Wow, look at that, guys. See from here, guys, you probably can't see, but behind this cafe there's an old part of the railway just down there, that wall. But yeah, that building is beautiful as well. Look at that. And we're just going to look closely at Armstrong's Mill, which was textiles, guys. But I like seeing these kind of old buildings still about. Epic find. So here we have it in all its splendour. I think that part's been renovated slightly, but it's still old. And here's the main bit here we're coming up to. I'm doing it high so I don't get people's car registrations in my video. But look at that, old chimney, still there. Love stuff like that, guys, love it. So here we have it, the old Armstrong's Mill. I've just seen, guys, it says there's a restaurant up there. No, Millie's the restaurant. And then it's signs and there's still other things being used. I don't see any entrance to a restaurant, guys. But there definitely is one around here somewhere. I think I'm going to stop off and have a coffee because it says restaurant here. What a building, guys, look at that. I thought I was going to have to go up there. I don't like heights. At least I don't have to go up there. Amazing mill. Right, we're going to have a coffee then. Well, we've just been in there, guys, absolutely brilliant. I've just spotted here though as well, it says there's pub here and it says Ilkeston Junction. It also says it was built in 1884 as the Middleton Hotel, and that would make sense because someone told me this was on Middleton Street. So let's carry on. The factory we're looking for is, I think the building is still there, and it was some Ball and Sons, I think it was. I'll double check that for you. Yeah, Ball and Son, and it's a grade 2 listed building. I believe it's still producing, still to this day, textile. So let's try and find that, guys, as we head into the centre of Ilkeston. And when we get there, we'll show you a few more notable buildings there in Ilkeston itself. Another nice old looking factory here on the left hand side on Station Road. Nice. That's, by the way, not the one I'm looking for. The one I'm looking for is a bit further up. See if we can find it. Here we have it on the right hand side, I believe. It's still Ball and Son Limited, and as I say, it's still producing textiles. Look at it, lovely. Built in 1848, guys. I'm amazed the building's still here. It's fantastic stuff. Look at that. And that's one of the reasons why I come in Ilkeston as well, because I knew there were some old factories, and I love seeing old factories. There's the old clock at the top. Lovely building. Look at that. Look at that. Epic little find. Again, another old textile factory which is still being used now. That's a cool little find there, guys. Brilliant. So we're heading off to the next place that we're looking for. We're looking for the old, is it Dolby House, which is now a museum. and then we're going to head off towards the church and the marketplace and show you a few more iconic buildings there in Ilkeston. Welcome to Derbyshire. We're going up into the, let's say, the older part of Ilkeston, and as you know, this area was, so Ilkeston in general was known for its coal mining industry, as well as lace and textiles and ironworks. So there's a lot of history in Ilkeston, and I love how I found them little buildings today. That's epic. We've got another building I'm coming up to here on the left hand side that looks interesting from here. Now I'm not sure what it is. Anybody? Because that again looks like some old textile building right there. Let's have a closer look. Just spotted here the Erewash Museum and Gardens, guys. That is one of the places I wanted to come, and here I am. I'll tell you a little bit more about this iconic building here in Ilkeston. Another great find. Not too sure how much this is going to cost me, but I might go in. Look at that. Right guys, I've just spotted something. It says here, Stanton Isle Ladle. And it's right behind me, just here. Can you see that? Just there. Isn't that cool? So what does that say then? We've also got this thing here. So it says, this ladle were used to transfer up to 5 tons of molten iron from larger ladles. The iron was then poured into pipe making machines. And then it tells you a little bit more about it there, guys. Have a read. Really interesting. Please do not climb on it. Not planning to. But that's a cool little spot there. And there's this iconic building. And we're going to have a little gander inside if we can get in, if it's open. Beautiful house. Once a stable, this is now, as apart from being iconic, because it is a lovely building, it's also a tea room. And it was the original stables here, as well as other things. We've got a little garden here, nice little like, not gallery, but like little sculptures about. It's nice, picturesque. Little area there for kids, love it. But yeah, look at that. I'm pretty sure that this house belonged to the Dolby family, and that's why it's called Dolby. It says down there, actually, I've just seen stables and coach. Nice. Guys, I'm standing right outside where the old swimming baths was. This is near the town hall. It's the building just a bit further down. I didn't know there was even old baths here. I've just found out for myself right here. And this iconic building here is the old town hall. And that's the main square down there. I'm just going to show you where the old police station is, and then I'm going to show you some more iconic buildings that we have here in Ilkeston. That building there was the old police station, guys. Nice building. This was the old cooperative building. Now, if I go down there, you'll see the facade of it. Nearly swore there. Where it is the actual bit where you can see where it says co-op. Opposite is the church. Down on the left, as I say, is the town hall and a few more iconic buildings. We're also looking for the old Ritz cinema. That's an old memorial. Not too sure what that building is there. Library, it says library on it. So that's a library. And then here to the right is the old cooperative. So somewhere here, I believe it says, or did say, around here, co-op before. But it was here, this whole building here, guys. So yeah, some really nice iconic buildings here. So we're on South Street. That's the old library. Well, it still is the library. What else have we got down here then? Lots of iconic buildings here, isn't there? This is a pub. But it looks again a nice little building. And we're looking for the Ritz Cinema. Here it is, the old Ritz Cinema. Just spotted that this was actually, so the Hogarth's was the old post office. Beautiful find. Art Deco. This iconic old cinema was built by Reginald Cooper, an old architect, and he did it in Art Deco style. Beautiful. I've noticed another mill behind us. Let's go and have a look. So I can see at the end of here it says Rutland Mill Apartments. So that's another building, again, in this area, that's been transformed into something else. But the old original building is still here. And as I say, this is epic. I love old buildings like these, the old factories. Let's see, I'm going to look. That wasn't on my map, but I'm coming to have a look anyway. That nice building. Look at that, it's really long, isn't it? Goes all the way down there and all the way across that way. And there's the church behind us. That is the old Nazarene church right there, guys. Just spotted here, Spanish bar. I knew about it, but I don't know if it's actually Spanish or not. Anybody know? Gotta be. Gonna go and have a look, aren't I? I know that's that old Nazarene church there. Gonna have a gander in there, see if they've got anything. Yeah. So we're gonna carry on going down there that way, and then we're gonna end up looking for the Giant, which is a famous person from Ilkeston, and he was a giant. Not to be confused with the you know, the Gladiator show, because there's one guy in there who's also from Ilkeston, and he's also called the Giant. And I don't know if he was called the Giant because of the giant iron where we were, the Benelli Viaduct. I don't think so. That was the giant iron, the Iron Giant even. But yeah, we're going to look for that. So that Spanish bar has got nothing to do with Spain. It's just called the Spanish bar. So that's cool. And we're going to try and find this Giant before we leave here, because I need to hop on another bus soon. Not too sure what this is, guys, but look, I spotted this. Talk about Toll Bar House. That's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? That's this building here. Gladstone School, Mason's Factory. Is that the one I saw not long ago? I don't know. No, the one I saw was longer. So lots of stuff around here as well, guys. Let's look for this Giant. We're not actually far from the old Butterley pits, the old colliery. But like I say, that is going to be on another adventure when I tackle that side of Ilkeston. Because down there, and there's a lot of hills here, down there is where the old colliery was. And also down there, there's Nutbrook Trail. And also down there, we have an old kiln somewhere in the middle of nowhere. So they are for another different journey when we come back to Ilkeston. Today, I was supposed to just do a little bit of Ilkeston, but I ended up getting off the bus earlier and I saw Benelli Viaduct. And now I'm coming down to find this Giant. And if I can, I'll give you a little bit of information about him. Hopefully we can get in. He's definitely here somewhere, guys. I can see him. I've just spotted him. He's down there. Let's go and have a look. There's a bit of information about it. So, Stanton Road Cemetery was established in 1863 by Matthew Hobson, a local miller and grocer. Ilkeston had grown rapidly during the Victorian era, and Hobson saw the opportunity to create a Denominational Cemetery. You can tell me what that is because I don't know what that means, but yeah. And more information there, guys. This is the Samuel Taylor, this iconic little structure here of the giant. Wildlife, and tells you a little bit more about it there. I'll take a photo anyway. Simon, is it Simon or Samuel? Samuel Taylor was born in Littleham in 1816, and by the age of 16 he had grown to 7 foot tall, guys, but found it difficult to find work because of his height was like a disability, and it was very rare in them days, you know. And here's where he was buried, and because he was known to locals as the Giant, because you're going to see now, he's obviously got a tombstone of him as the Giant. And I'm happy I found this, because obviously next time we're in the area we will be going down, as I said, towards the trail down there and the nature reserve down that side, and we'll probably go and try and find that kiln if we can, maybe do an urbex video there. But what we definitely will do is go and see other things like Strawbridge, because that's down there as well. But there it is, guys, can you see it? Beautiful find, look at that. Thank you to everybody, by the way, on social media, Facebook, etc., who told me about this and where he was, etc. Samuel, here we go. What a guy. So here we've got the old church, which is closed today. Here we've got the old town hall on the left hand side, where we were earlier. There's an old fountain down there, and there's a scaler, which is known the Scaler Cinema, Scaler Picture House, old iconic building, which is still there. We'll have a look in a sec. And as I say, we're going to go back down this way. Got to go back to the bottom of the hill again. But we're here in the marketplace, and here's the old fountain. Back in the day there was water in here for horses that came down into the city centre or down that way. I'm not too sure which way it was, but they came here, horses, and that's why it's iconic. Not sure if it says anything on it. Erected by the corporation 1889. Restored by Ilkeston Civic Society 1980. And we're here outside the the King's Head and the Sir John Warren. And there's the old Scaler Cinema. It still is a cinema, I've been told. That is epic to know that. It's still a cinema, and it's really old. So I was going to call it the Scala Cinema, but to locals it's called the Scaler Cinema, and it was opened in 1913. It must be epic in there. I wonder if it's still like old style inside. Funny enough, well, not funny, but ironically and weirdly, this was erected on top of an old cemetery. So there's a cemetery here in the past. It's a bit strange, isn't it? But that's what it was here in the past, on an old graveyard. Lovely old iconic building. I'm glad to hear it's still a cinema. One of our next journeys, guys, is going to be there. The Nutbuck Trail. That's where the old kiln is. That's where the Straws Bridge is. That's where Moor Canal and river walks are. And next time we come, guys, we will be going. Thank you, here in Ilkeston from Lost Pilgrim. I've been your guide in these few hours to kill here today around the area. Thanks once again. Thanks to all new subscribers, and we'll see you soon until our next journey. As I say, we'll be back in Ilkeston. Ta-da. Thank you.